what I do, just sort of
welcome back.
rampage
Listen
around
to her. She's
the
smart.
world with an unexamined mind, just sort of like playing out my patterns on everybody around me. And they were like, what do you think the rest of us do? Yeah, that's what most people do. So if you're listening to this podcast, I just want you to give yourself a high five, because when we start to look inward and we start to have some kind of awakening, it can be really overwhelming, because we're really coming up against, the coping strategies we've developed that may or may not actually be helping us, but that our brains think we need for safety. We may be coming up against traumas. We may be coming up against just irrational thought patterns. We may be coming up against more primitive parts of our brain that don't really help today. Our own ego, our own insecurities, the times that we don't act in alignment with the person we want to be. And then we're trying to learn to love all of that while it's happening. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. And most people don't even ever try. And that doesn't mean that they're bad people, but it just means that I think we have to pause and give ourselves a high five, right? Give ourselves some positive reinforcement for being even
that's
willing
what I say.
to
We gotta high five ourselves, because what are we gonna do? Wait for somebody else to do it, and then what, we're gonna think that we don't deserve it? So I'm sorry, I let her talk. It's her podcast. Go.
And today I'm also sharing an interview.
I keep covering the mic anyway.
What
Stop,
my guest,
Linda
Dr.
Tripp. No, I'm kidding.
Is a doctor in clinical psychology and the author of best-selling books, which I talk about in a minute when I introduce her. But what she calls a radical awakening, and I think sort of, she and I come at things in some ways very similarly. There are places that we maybe disagree or that we aren't teaching exactly the same thing, but it is a really valuable conversation. And
it's the pit crew. Shut up, she's talking. What did I tell you? You don't talk to me when she's on.
What happens when we become sort of radically truthful with ourselves?
I need you to pop up.
Because I know all of y'all
shut up.
Are self-critical perfectionists. I just want to remind you that radical self-awareness without compassion is not actually self-awareness.
You're in fifth place right now. Shut up, I'm just driving.
The awareness that you are worthy of love and compassion and self-acceptance. If you don't have it, then you're not really truly fully aware. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm feisty today. I'm getting ready to pack to go to Clutch College.
I'm feeling feisty too. That's what I said. It was just fourth place. You put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It's been so long. I have not.
I love my pit crew, but dang, they're such smart asses.
I have not taught a bigger live event.
All right, hold on. Let me put this on pause while I get ready for the next race.
Is that right? I think it's the 2-year anniversary, almost exactly.
Oh, it didn't pause.
One of these we ever did.
Oh, pit crew, dang y'all.
Which was in